I'll review Jarhead today, which is made 2005 by Sam Mendes and stars Jake Gyllenhaal. So a friend recommended it to me and I decided to watch the trailer. And by the look of the trailer, I didn't really like it that much, and it looked like it was some type of Young US Army / action style thing with some comedy. But either way, I decided to watch it anyway. And man, was I wrong about the movie. It was great and very interesting. I expected it to be action packed and so on, but it actually have almost to no action at all and still could captivate a feeling of war. The movie is based on the book Jarhead, which is written by Anthony Swofford, and it's about his experiences in the Marines and his participation in the Persian Gulf War. So what I thought would be a superficial action film turned out to be a very deep and thought-provoking film. It becomes a psychological drama and at the same time a very dark and ironic comedy. We start at boot camp and see the training for becoming a Marine and how Swofford reflects on why he joined, which is simply put as he lost his way to college. We see the sometimes brutal training they go through, which is very tough, and even someone dies in the movie. The movie goes into his thoughts and how he dwells on what goes on. What I like about this movie is also how it really doesn't have a core message. It has several, and I wouldn't say it's a pro or anti-war film either. It's just based on a real story and sticks to it. After the boot camp, we see them go to protect the Saudi oil fields and prepare for the inevitable battle. And what they do is wait. They drink, train, patrol and repeat. And all of it in the desert in a very poorly built camp, which even lacked showers. Imagine doing this for 175 days, over and over again. You've been trained for this moment of battle and you're told it's going to happen, but it just doesn't. This, plus the lacking of facilities and being far from home, would make any people crazy. And this is probably 60% of the film, them just waiting for it to happen. So most of the time we see the drama and what goes on in the camp, how the characters interact and what they train for and what they think. And I gotta tell you, it worked. Throughout the film it made me anxious too. I was just waiting for them to break, and then one scene our main character does. Without spoiling too much, he almost shoots one of his own friends. And after 175 days of grueling wait, they finally get the order to go to war. And how the war is? Well, for infantry, not much. They advance through the air attacks and meet no enemies except burned bodies and cadavers. And then they go through the Highway of Death, which was a real event where retreating Iraqi forces and civilians were bombarded by air. So, as the infantry entered Kuwait, the Iraqis burned their oil fields. So we now need to go through this almost hellish looking place with fires and oil raining through the sky, but no enemies at all. So the Marines have to sleep and work in this terrible environment. And then Swofford gets the order to go on a mission to kill one Iraqi officer, as he's a sniper. And throughout the film they've all been talking about getting a kill. And as he's lining up his shot, we're all thinking, come on, get the kill. As the movie has been building up to it. But right at that moment the order is cancelled, as they're going to bomb the whole area where the officer's at. Which shows a total disregard of life and infrastructure. And the moment they've been waiting, and we the audience have been waiting for, is taken from them. We all feel the frustration they have, and Swofford's spotter even begs them just to get that one kill. But no, they don't get it. And after that, the war is over, in 5 days. Imagine that, 175 days of preparing, and in 5 days, it's over. And with almost no action at all. And that pretty much sums up the Gulf War. And the feeling they had when they left is summed up when they're on the bus home, and a Vietnam veteran asks if he can join them. They feel uncomfortable with this because the veteran shows them a lot of respect, but they feel as they didn't do anything compared to what he went through. But what those Marines went through mentally and physically is insane, and they deserve much respect for what they did, even if they were part of the Gulf War. So, overall a great movie that will stay with me for a while, with a great soundtrack by Thomas Newman that adds to the film's style. The movie has great acting, great cinematography and great everything, but I won't recommend it to everyone as people will complain that it's boring or something in that style. But remember, this movie is an opportunity to look back at this small moment of history. Swofford has invited you into his memories. They're not right and they're not left. They're just his story as Swofford lived it. If that kind of thing interests you, then go and see this movie.